We are following a 5 or 6 part plan in order to deal with this situation, bearing in mind, first things first, we did not start this trade war. This was something concocted by Mr. Trump and the United States. But when we're attacked, we get our elbows up and we defend ourselves, both our sovereignty and our economy. So we're taking a number of steps. We have flooded the U.S. market with clear messages to the American people, to all levels of government, the chambers of commerce, the labor unions, the cities, and so forth, explaining just how much this is going to cost the United States itself. It is a foolish, self-inflicted wound, and they need to hear that message. Secondly, we have developed a retaliation plan that is partway implemented now. And that plan will make sure they not only hear about the damage they're doing to themselves, they actually feel it and see it. Thirdly, we are supporting Canadian businesses and workers to ease the impact as much as that is possible to do. And fourthly, we're building out our own economy, making it broader and deeper and stronger and less vulnerable to being sideswiped by this kind of foreign interference from the United States. Fewer internal trade barriers, better regulatory systems, more investment in science, technology, innovation, infrastructure, and then finally, trade diversification, looking for more markets around the world so we're not as dependent on the United States as we have been. And that plan is one that we think will succeed in defending the Canadian position while we work on the terms of whatever negotiation now unfolds.
Let me just pick you up on the point within that plan around potential retaliation, because the Trump administration has been very clear that they don't take well to retaliation, and that's kind of their line in the sand when it comes to how they respond to countries in these trade talks. So how do you navigate that? Where is the leverage that Canada has, and how do you put retaliation on the table without, again, jeopardizing Canada's economic position for itself?
Well, firstly, we've been very clear from the outset. We will not stand idly by and allow ourselves to be attacked and bullied. When we are attacked, we will fight back with appropriate measures. Now, that's important to ensure that the measures are appropriate, very carefully calculated to have maximum impact in the United States and minimum impact in Canada. And when you look at that relationship between Canada and the United States, it's worth over $1 trillion every year. In terms of the trade that normally goes back and forth across the Canada-US border, it's $2.5 to $3.5 billion a day. It's a huge relationship. So the Americans are dependent on Canada too. 40 of the US states have Canada, markets in Canada, as their #1 market in the world. We are their biggest client. Canadians buy more from the United States than the British, the French, the Japanese, and the Chinese buy combined. And in terms of our exports going into the United States, 70% of those are not finished goods. They are inputs into American supply chains that create jobs and investment and growth and business in the United States. So that gives us an appropriate amount of leverage, an important amount of leverage that we can use in these negotiations. And when we communicate those messages to American business, American labor, most American lawmakers, to the chambers of commerce, to the media in the United States,
Right.
the response is, yes, that's a good argument.
Right.
Canada is right.